High Plains Technology Center, turning education and training into workplace success.
Oh, back to school, to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
High Plains Technology Center, education at the speed of business. School is now in session.
Good morning. My name is Katie Shirley. I'm the Marketing Director of High Plains Technology Center, filling in for Taylor Burnett today on the HPTC Talk Show. So I've got with me two special guests. I'll start with Steven Rogers. You can introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what your new position is.
Yeah, so Steven Rogers, I've been at High Plains Technology Center now for, about 11 and a half years. Just took over the, Director of Industrial Training. And so moving forward, just trying to keep things going in the good direction as they were when I took over. So, yeah.
I know you were on with Taylor a couple weeks ago, but in case people missed it, kind of give us an overview of what Business and Industry Department does. Kind of what trainings, what businesses.
Right. So it's really crazy because we go from one extreme to the other. We don't just handle one group of people. We're anything from oil and gas to industrial to wind energy or renewable energy, I guess now with solar and wind, and then fire rescue. And it really takes a village. We have adjunct instructors. We have full-time instructors. We have a lot of people that come together to make all that work. So today we'll have training going on, industrial training. We'll have wind energy training going on, and then also oil and gas training as well. So on the other side, there's adult programs as far as nighttime programs, which we have someone here, I guess, right now that we'll be introducing. And so we have that side, and then we have another side that also does CNA, CMA, American Heart, and covers a lot of, anything from nursing home stuff to nursing to and then all the way up to our CDL programs. So it really covers a wide group. We're just big enough, but yet small enough to really cover, wear a lot of hats, and that's what we do to be efficient.
Awesome. So go ahead and announce and share about your special guest, and we'll introduce her.
So I'll let her go ahead, and she's giving me faces right now. So we'll go ahead and let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Sheila Reason. I've been with High Plains for about 12 years. Starting in July, I took over the role of Adult Career Development Coordinator. I've been trying to come up with new ideas of new classes. And one of the ones I'm most proud of right now is we had lost our yoga studio here in Woodward. So therefore, I thought, why not have some yoga classes? And we've had a great turnout for that. About every Tuesday and Thursday night, about 11 ladies. We do welcome men if you want to come. It's from 5:30 to 6:30, and it's just relax and renew yoga. So please come out for that. It's just show up and give me $10 and you're good to go.
Awesome.
Yeah, what I love about Sheila, we're here for the community, and I think she's hit the ground running with as far as reaching out and doing some classes that we've never offered before and getting them on the books. People are calling, suggesting classes, and she's really, really open to trying stuff, and that's been a really cool, refreshing type movement that we're making to hopefully draw people in the evenings and do these classes that kind of really just help our community out.
Yeah. And as always, we welcome any ideas. Just give me a call if you come up with something or you have a special skill you'd like to share. I'm open to just about anything. Just give us a shout and we'll make it work, or we'll at least try to make it work.
So Sheila, give us an example of some of the evening and weekend classes that we currently have going on. And then we'll kind of talk about some that are coming up. So what are some that are already going right now?
Okay. Most recently has been the welding and construction classes, which we have every semester. Of course, it's filled up this semester, and we'll start that again in February. So keep that on your lookout. Coming up here in November, a fun class on a Wednesday evening is a holiday swag workshop with Polly Cruz hosting that for us. I'm working on right now a Medicare question and answer with Bridgetta. just coming out to the school and just open up for questions. Sometime here in November, I hope to schedule that. I'm also looking into an iPhone tips and tricks here in November or December. Look for that. And then also I'm bringing in next spring some new things, and hopefully you people will enroll so we can make these classes work. But ceramic tile laying, and maybe some learning how to lay wallpaper hangings coming back into the atmosphere here. And another one is, let me say that right, terrarium workshop. I think terrariums were popular when I was a kid a little bit, and so they're kind of coming back, and we're doing a workshop there in the spring on that. It'd be a fun class to come to.
Did you say hanging wallpaper or tearing off wallpaper?
Hanging wallpaper, the art of hanging
As we've
wallpaper.
all got done finally taking down all the wallpaper from the...
no doubt.
It's
Yeah,
coming
no,
back.
it's supposed to be coming back. So if we get an
Great.
interest in it, I've got an instructor that will come over and teach us the basics of hanging wallpaper.
Perfect.
I love it. Yes, Sheila is definitely passionate and brought a whole bunch of energy to just trying to listen to what the feedback is people have. And that's something at High Plains, just like even with the biz safety classes, is we are all about customized training and pivoting and moving to what our people want. We're not going to sit here and just have something that is not a need. And so a class, we'll give it a shot. And if it makes, it makes. I know, like Sheila has discovered, it can be hard to fit the schedule for the people. So if a class may not make just because it wasn't a good day for people to be able to come. But so we might just keep offering, every so often and see how classes go. Just like the drone operations class. Did we talk about that very much yet?
No, what we had there was a farmer rancher out in Beaver called in and wanted to learn how to operate his drone a little bit better to look over his cattle. So it is being offered out in Beaver, November the 15th. I have about 3 ranchers out in that area coming to that class, and you can either go to that out in Beaver if that interests you, but if we have a need and a want here in Woodward, I will bring it to Woodward and we'll offer it here as well. So once again, just give me a call and let me hear you.
And then paraprofessional, did we cover that one yet?
No, that is for mainly our sending schools, someone that's involved with the sending schools. And that begins, when do we got that
October 29th.
29th with Miss Karen Rogers coming back and instructing that for us.
Man, coming out of retirement.
I know. And we have about 11 enrolled for that right now. So, yes, we can always welcome more for that. But so far, that class is going to make.
So can you share with us a success story that even just so far since you've been doing this since July 1st, of a student that has attended one of your evening or weekend classes, how it's benefited someone in our community just already that you've experienced?
Yes, I actually have 2. We have a female in our basic computer class that was a stay-at-home mom for the last 10 years, and she just got a job and was really shady on her computer skills. So she's come and taken my computer class and has really been thankful for that to help her in her new job. I also have a welding son and father that have the son just moved back to town and got his dad out of just staying at home doing nothing, and he was previously a welder, and they're just building a project together. So that's been a kind of a cool story. They came out and paid their money, and they've enjoyed each other in that class as well.
That's awesome. I love that. Well, I can't wait to hear more stories that you continue to have. So the best way for people to know what classes we have would be social media for sure. So we're pretty much everywhere that you are. So X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and then our website always has a list that is updated with classes, short-term classes, and that's hptc.edu. And then you can always call and visit with Sheila. She's at 580-571-6167. And so she would love to hear just if you have an interest and would like to teach a class, or if you have an interest in a class and you've got some friends that would want to come join, she would love to do that. And then we also have ads in the newspaper. So once a month for sure, we have a full page on the back just highlighting what all we've been doing and going on out at our school. So We also wanted to let everyone know about the wind apps. So for our wind tech renewable, we added that renewable for
Yeah.
energy.
Wind technician.
Yeah, we just call it wind tech. That program is beginning to, it is taking applications right now for our class that will begin in January. So
I think one of the biggest things I'm cutting in, sorry, Katie, but
No, go ahead.
You know, if you have an interest, or I've even had parents call and ask about their kids, get them out there and just look at it. Like we'd love to do a tour, we'd love to show them around and just see if it's even something that remotely comes close to what they're wanting. As a parent, I'm going to be pushing my kids in that direction. The cool thing is they can get their hands dirty. They can learn some skills that don't just go into renewable energies. It's electrical work. It's sometimes the HVACs, the hydraulics. There's some really cool things that program offers. And then on top of that, the college credits behind that if they go to one of our partners, that they can explore the options there, which is amazing. We've had some kids come out of high school that went right into these programs, and then they're making anywhere from $75,000 to $100,000 a year, and doing their online training in their early 20s, which is awesome. And so if there's any thought about, even if wind doesn't seem interesting or solar doesn't seem interesting, I would still, man, if there's any thought on electrical work or anything like that, Jack Day is phenomenal. He's a great instructor, and he really pushes the kids to do good things. And that's the neat thing that I see with that. And so we're always there for tours. Sheila can give a tour. I'd be more than happy to give a tour. We have a big team that comes together and pushes that. So I think the biggest thing is just, call us up, get it out there, or just stop by. We're usually pretty good. Sheila would, just stop by her office and ask her. Yeah.
I'm always there. Steven, not so much.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But so that program, this round of classes is a little harder to fill because of our other class. It begins in July for Wind Tech. We run it twice a year, and it's 20 weeks. And then what is the cost, Sheila?
It is $6,000 for in district, $7,200 for out of district.
Okay. And the return of investment on that dollar right there, like we talked about, Steven mentioned the salary, and then they also get, what are those called? The stipends, or the for being able to transfer or move. How much they'll give you
Moving
for that
costs.
moving costs? Yeah. So
and it's really just different, company to company, and so it just depends on what they get. I can't remember how many weeks our class right now, our current class is into.
They're about halfway done.
About halfway done, and I walk through there, and there's. I don't know. I'd like to say half or over half. Like already have jobs. Like
Yes,
and so we've had companies that are already coming in that are fighting to get those jobs and get these kids from a really cool area. And that's the neat thing here in these recruiters talking about our area in Northwest Oklahoma. That these kids, when they go out there, they're used to living in sometimes rural areas that they just adapt really well, and they're hard workers. And I thought that was the coolest thing when he said, they work their tails off, these kids from out in these areas. I think that's a huge comment or
compliment.
Compliment. There we go. The cost of the class sometimes seems steep, and that's even with Sheila's stuff, because we have some people that are talking about, well, we thought they used to be free. We still have some free, some little classes that are free, but at the end of the day, we don't make money. Like it's covering our instructors, it's covering our equipment. Like the welding class has, we have to buy pipe, we have to buy metal, and so we have to make sure we're covering those costs as far as the overhead cost. But it really, that's what that money's go to.
Yeah.
So.
But like I was saying with that return on investment, it may seem like a lot going into the class when they may have just been working at Walmart or just graduated high school. But compared to a 4-year college degree, you graduate, what's your starting pay in that, job where the starting pay for wind can be 3 times that, and you're making it within 20 weeks, and we have companies asking, we had 8 companies there last week interviewing our students.
Right.
And so pretty much you have a job as long as up to you. You do your part, you take the offer, you do what you need to do. We don't promise or guarantee you, but we put everything in front of you to get that that job. And I know that other companies have called us the Harvard of wind tech training. So, I mean, it's pretty cool in the industry. We're known as the best. And then going back to, like you said, the character of these students goes back to Jack, who his key things are the character, accountability, and integrity. So, you know, it's driven down to them from the beginning of the program all the way till they fly out of the nest and they're out there working in the field.
Yeah, and that's not just for guys. That's for girls also. And
Right.
we've had some
Anyone.
great women coming out of that program.
Well, we're running out of time. You guys have anything else you'd like to share?
I
to
just
go.
want to see y'all come out and enroll in my little short-term classes and come out and enjoy them. Like I say, holiday swag workshops coming up November 5th, and I'm only taking 15, and I've only got 2 enrolled so far. So come on.
All right. Thank you, Sheila and Steven. Have a good week.